What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius Say by ABB. Good morning to everybody. Um, I have just on Colin Coward, because I watched him a lot. All these, First Take is boring. Undisputed is alright, but they just talk about nothing on Undisputed. Uh, except for Jenny. Jenny's fine as hell. But First Take, Max is always, Max sometimes is always, talking out the ass, and Stephen A is, bipolar. You know what I'm saying? Like he makes sense one minute, and the next minute he's just all over the place. But Coward, he's always consistency with his stuff. You know, he's always consistent with his stuff. So I was watching a segment about how he had rumors link like he had a rumor linked that Giannis Antetokounmpo was signed with the Warriors. Now, when I thought about that, I thought it was tampering, but it's not tampering because no, like their agents didn't get with their agents, so it's not official. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a link. It's just a leak, report. That's why they got rid of Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? They got Wiggins to get rid of him to make space for Giannis. Now, well, it's always it's going to be up to Giannis. Obviously he's a free agency next year. The year 2021, he's a free agency next year. So the Bucks is gonna do everything in their power to keep Giannis. Now Giannis can pull a can pull a LeBron James and say, I've been here for too long. I had great stats, great seasons, but I need to win championships. Because when my career is done, I don't want my career to go down as a Vince Carter or Tracy McGrady, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my, career to go down as those guys to never win it. Great talent, but to never win it. I want my career to go down as one of the best to do it and win it. So I wouldn't be mad if he made that decision. The only difference between KD's move to the Warriors and Giannis' move to the Warriors is that KD had help. Even though, that Oklahoma City team was young, they were still potentially the favorites next year to win it. But obviously they got knocked out to the Spurs, and they never recovered. So with Giannis, I can see that. I definitely can see that. But like I said again, the difference between the difference between Giannis is that Giannis never had a coattail partner. Like, he never had that second guy that could just relieve the pressure off of him. Middleton, come on. Middleton is great, but he's not a superstar. You know what I'm saying? So he's been doing this, his rookie year, he was finding himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was, trying to, fit in, as a rookie. And then obviously when the years went by, he started to develop into his own, and now he's known as a superstar. But he's been doing it for so long. He's only 25 years old. So, he's still got a lot left in the tank. Like, they didn't move. They only moved two pieces, and that was KD and Iguodala. Now, there's a lot of rumors that the Warriors are expected to get the number one pick, to get Wiseman, the center slash power forward, and then they still got they still got Green and Clay and Curry. So now you add those two pieces to the mix, possibly, possibly. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll probably give the war. I think that'll probably give the Lakers a run for their money. And plus, you forget KD signed. I mean, AD Anthony Davis signed a 1 year deal with the Lakers, while LeBron James signed a 4 year deal with the Lakers. So nothing is promised. AD could just have one great season with the Lakers and bounce split. Now AD is a free agency. You know what I'm saying? So you got two free agents next year. You know what I'm saying? So KD what if KD goes to the Nets with obviously KD and Kyrie coming back from their injuries, and then you got AD, Kyrie, and KD on the same team in Brooklyn. Boy, that oh God, as a Knicks fan, man, I don't even want to think about that. I might as well, like we can't get nothing going for us, man. Like if that happens, because I don't think AD is gonna resign with the Lakers. I mean they're gonna like I said again, the Lakers are gonna do everything in their power to keep AD. Cause when AD leaves, there is nothing gonna like the team is going to self destruct, and LeBron James is gonna have to carry that team on his back, which he can't no more. So if AD decides to split and leave, then LeBron James is gonna have nobody. Nobody. Because Giannis is not for that teaming up and doing super teams. He said that in the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like even Damian Leonard said it in the interview himself. Like he said that he don't believe in super teams. You know what I'm saying? Like if he goes out to not win a championship, he'll be satisfied with that because he said that in life, sports is not about winning championships. Because he said that Tom Brady has six of them and he's the most hated person in the world. You know what I'm saying? So to say that championships define who you are, like I know a lot of players that didn't win championships, but they affected people's lives in different manners. You know what I'm saying? Like life, like sports is a what if. You know what I'm saying? Like sports is about what if. Like what if LeBron James never joined, the Heat? What if, you know, what if Carmelo Anthony never, got drafted by the Nuggets and got drafted by the Knicks instead? Like what if, Chris Bosh, never got drafted by Toronto Raptors and got drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers with the first pick. You know what I'm saying? Or what if LeBron James got drafted? Uh, what's a great destination? What if LeBron James got drafted to the Celtics? Or what if LeBron James got drafted by the Lakers in you know what I'm saying? But life is not about what ifs. It's about cards and how you are dealt with those cards. You know what I'm saying? Like they give you cards and then you just have to make the best or the most of it out of that opportunity. You know? But but sports is about what ifs, but life isn't it isn't, you know? Like, like you can't say what if I was a, rich millionaire. You can only dream that, but then you're gonna have to wake up to reality with a dead end job, going home to your wife and kids every single day for the rest of your life, no promotion. Probably get one or two promotions. That's about it. Get like one or two raises, and that's about it. And then you stuck in that fucking job for the rest of your life until, unless you find something that interests you and say, you know what, I'm gonna make the most out of this opportunity. But in sports, it's not like that. You know, there's a lot of what ifs. You know, like in life, there is no what ifs. There's only cards. So, like I said, AD. AD is obviously signed a 1 year deal with the Lakers. He can easily say, you know what, I'm gonna play somewhere else. It was an honor and it was a privilege to work with LeBron James. But obviously, I don't really feel this core is great enough. So what if Giannis stays and Anthony Davis joins Giannis? Now you got Chris Middleton, Giannis, and then AD. Because I don't believe the notion that Giannis is going to leave the Bucks just to play with the Warriors. Because as great as the Warriors are right now, with Clay coming back and with Curry coming back and with Green, that roster still has holes in it. You know? So if Giannis decides to stay and then AD joins Giannis, plus Chris Middleton, like who knows? Or what if Giannis joins the Sixers? Still got Bede. Well, Embiid isn't. Yeah. But then again, like there's a lot of what ifs. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think Giannis. I don't think AD and Embiid is gonna play off each other very well. That's just gonna be like another Cousins and AD situation, two bigs in one team. So I don't know. He may resign. I don't know. I don't know. LeBron James and the Lakers organization is probably gonna do whatever it takes to keep AD. But who knows? Because I think the AD and Giannis are about the same age. I think they both 25 years old. So I mean, like I said, man. I mean, that would be a sight to see, though. That would be a sight to see. But I don't think it's gonna come true. Um, like they're not gonna automatically be favorites in the West just because they signed AD. Now they can sign two max players plus the first pick. There's another link that they're gonna get the first pick, which I could probably see that happening. It wouldn't shock me if they did get the first pick. Cleveland gets the second. Knicks probably get the third again. So like the Warriors driving Heisman. Not the Clippers. The Cavaliers drafting LaMelo Ball. The Knicks taking whoever they take. So, I mean, who knows? We don't know how this, draft process is gonna work. Who's gonna get who? Where? Who's gonna land who? Because if the Knicks land third again, it'll be for the second time that they have the third pick. Because there's no way they can go down even further. Next when they drafted Porzingis, they picked number 4. When they drafted RJ, they were picked number 3. So I'm thinking that probably the Knicks are probably gonna get this the second pick, and the Cavaliers is probably gonna drop number 3. So it's gonna be the Warriors number 1, Knicks number 2, and Cavaliers number 3. Because I don't think Cavaliers is that great of a team to get draft picks again. So the Knicks will probably get the second pick in the draft. And you forgot about the Hawks, who's 19-41. So, yeah, I think they'll probably get the fifth pick. But and then you got the Kings, and then you got the Pistons. So they'll probably fall sixth, seventh. So yeah, but that's the story that I wanted to share with y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Will Giannis join the Warriors? Because the Warriors is that team that don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like they can go out there and with those three and probably win like 27 out of 41 games or 51 games, 27 out of 51 games. But they're that one girl that everybody rejects, but just keep on leeching on other boys. You know what I'm saying? Like like the Warriors is that one girl that everybody rejects, but she keeps on leeching on other men. Even though she's ugly as fuck, it's like she don't care. She'll do everything in her power to to get that man, even though that man has no interest in her. That's the Golden State Warriors. A little bit of analogy. That's the Golden State Warriors. Like they never satisfied. They never satisfied with the players that they got. They always trying to get that dude that has no interest in her whatsoever. So I hope it doesn't work. I hope Giannis declines it. I hope it's not true. I hope the Bucks probably do a better job at drafting, evaluating talent. Probably get a few guys from the D League, G League. Probably draft well. Probably lower end better free agents, and see if Giannis can get the job done. Because like I said, Giannis is one superstar away from winning a championship, or probably two superstars away. Like what if? Like I said, what if? Like okay, AD has signed a 1-year deal with the Lakers. I'm not pretty. I'm sure that AD is not going to resign with them anymore. He'll probably take his talent somewhere else. Who knows? Probably the Bucks. Okay, if he does that, then Giannis has him, AD, and Chris Middleton. Or if the Bucks can sign another free agent, then it'll be him, Chris Middleton, AD. You know what I'm saying? And then that'll probably get them over the top. That'll probably get them over the top behind everybody in the East. But who knows? We don't know what AD is gonna do. We don't know. So I hope it's not again. I hope it's not true. But if it is, you can't really get mad, because all he wants to do is win championships. Because the Bucks is not really that destination to lower free agencies. Like if you really want to talk about lowering in free agency, you want to talk about big market teams like the Sixers, the Celtics, the Lakers, the Knicks, the Nets. You know what I'm saying? But the Bucks, like there's there's a lot of holes and tweaks in the Bucks rosters right now. Pat Covington is playing pretty well. Pat Covington is playing very well for the Bucks, so he could probably be that third scorer, but he's not a superstar. Like he could go without, like if Giannis misses one game in the playoffs, he can go out there and give you like 40, 39 points. Chris Middleton could show you, he could grab you 40 points, but how rare is that really? That's why I say it's always on his shoulders. It's always on Giannis, onto the Antetokounmpo's shoulders. You know, like he's keep getting bounced out in the semifinals. You know what I'm saying? Or the conference finals. He's always getting bounced out. He needs help, just like how LeBron James needed help. His 7 years in Cleveland, he bounced, didn't want to resign, took his talents to Miami, right? Got punched in the mouth the first time against a underrated and overrated Mavericks team that nobody knew who, like, nobody pictured the Mavericks was going to win the championship, but they did. I think the Mavericks, the Mavericks was like one of those dark horse teams like in the NFL playoffs, like the Giants when they got hot twice and they won the Super Bowl. Like nobody expected the Giants to pull off that upset against the Patriots, but they did. Same thing with the Heat. Same thing with the Mavericks. Nobody expected the Mavericks to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? But they did, and they did it with team chemistry. But like I said, I hope it's not true. Because Giannis don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Now everybody's calling KD the snake. Bandwagon. You know what I'm saying, for dropping on one thing. Because like I said again, KD had everything in Oklahoma City. Like he had James Harden coming off the bench. He had Serge Ibaka. He had Kendrick Perkins. He had he had Russell Westbrook. Like, what more could you have asked for? All they needed was better coaching because I don't think Scott was coaching them up well for that game against the Heat. Now, if they had a better coach, they would have won. They would have been they would have been the youngest team to ever win the championship if they had a better coach. But Scott was a trash. Scott wasn't a great coach at all. That's why he didn't last there that long. Like if they had a Tim Thibodeau or Mike D'Antoni, I think they would have exercised their demons, their true potential. Because when they won their first game away, I was like saying, "Oh shoot." Like, this could be the youngest team to ever win the championship. But we all know that the NBA was not going to allow that to happen. With Chris and Bosh, I say with Chris and Bosh, with Bosh and Wade and James, they had too much experience. Wade's been to the finals and won it. LeBron James, his second time around. Chris Bosh never been to the, you know what I'm saying? Actually, yeah, he has his first time ago, so they knew what it took. You know what I'm saying? So they was not gonna let some young babies, outperform them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can, I was just, like in their minds, it's like saying, okay, we lost game one. It don't matter. Lightning can strike twice at the same spot. You know what I'm saying? So, they handled their business. Just like how Iverson went to the finals and he stole game one in LA. And everybody thought that, oh my God, this could be Allen Iverson's year that he won the championship. Because you have to remember that year he won the MVP. Mutombo was his defensive player of the year. Eric Snow, I think he was a sixth man of the year. I think Larry Hughes was the most improved player of the year. So everybody on that team won achievement award. You know what I'm saying? And I think the coach of the year was Larry Brown. I'm not sure, but like everybody on that team won their achievement award. You know what I'm saying? So for them to put all that together just to beat the Lakers, like people might say, oh well, Allen Iverson never had help. he had role players. You know, he had role players. Now, if he had added another superstar, it would have not worked because Allen Iverson was that type of dude that worked by himself and was better at it doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just that great, but you know, if you added another superstar, that would probably take the shine away from him because he wasn't coming off the bench. He was a starter. You know what I'm saying? Like even his rookie year, he was a shooting guard, supposed to a point guard. He was a two-way player. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at his accolades, he led the league in the league. He led the league in steals 3 straight times. You know, he won Rookie of the Year. He was MVP. You know, like he shot like nearly, you know, he averaged like 40 points or 50 points every night. You know what I'm saying? Like he embarrassed the Hornets when he went to the playoffs. You know, but that was the Hornets, and the Hornets was just young. You know, the Hornets was just now, you know, getting into their, you know, groove. So, so yeah, you know, those two games, you know, Oklahoma City and, you know, the 76ers, you know, you kind of, you know, have a feel like they both had a similar path. You know, like they both had won the games on the road. And after that, the other opposing team just pushed their foot on the gas and never looked back, you know? And, you know, like, you know, the Lakers won 4 straight. The Heat won 4 straight after that. So you never know. You never know. The description of the description of the video will be in the inbox down below. If you have any questions, or if you have any questions about Giannis joining the Warriors or AD going anywhere else except for the Warriors, Lakers, I should say, you can leave a comment on that too. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.